My people, welcome back to the Enlightened Path. Today is not just another episode. Oh no. Today is the day that we decide that we are going to start over. A little birdie told me that you've been feeling overwhelmed by something and you're stuck in a rut and you don't know what to do. But let me tell you, just close that door and make a conscious decision to start over. I don't want you to start over tomorrow. I don't want you to start over next week. I don't want you to start over next year. Not when things are perfect. Right now. Let's start over right now. This episode is your call to action to focus on the version of you that you know that you were meant to be. But I don't know what has been keeping you in a rut, that making you feel like if you would have done something so bad or this is happening to you and you cannot get past it. Yeah, of course you can. You can shut that shit down right now and make a conscious decision like, yo, today is my first day being this new version of me. You see, the thing is, we all carry memories, regrets, and echoes of the past that consistently weigh us down. We don't have to stay there. We do not. We can make a choice because we are always choosing. So if you are always choosing, then stop, take a minute and decide on who you want to be, because all we have right now is the present moment. Right here, right now. That is all we have. Seriously. Guess what we do? We have the audacity to play small and replay old memories in our head like a broken record. We think about what people think about us. We think about what we should have done differently, all the mistakes, all the heartbreaks. But here's the truth. Every single moment you are alive, you have the power to begin again. Even if you decide right here, right now, that you're going to begin again and then things fall apart, start again tomorrow, start again, put that behind you and keep starting over. Do not allow yourself to be stuck in an old version of you that you know that you're not supposed to be. We all have the potential within us to be exactly what was placed in our hearts to do. This is why my goals are different from yours. My dreams are different. My aspirations, you have your own. And the reason why it was placed in your heart is for you to become that. So if you're in a place whereby you are not in alignment with that, I'm asking you right now to put aside that version of you, put aside the past, and let us start anew from today. This moment, make that decision and start fresh. You would not believe it, but some people are walking around here all day long, thinking people are watching them, judging them, thinking about them, what they wear, how they carry their hair, all these things. And sometimes, let me don't just say it's not true. Sometimes it could be true. And even if it is true, so freaking what? So what? Is it taking away from you? Yet you are stuck in a loop of how others view you, handing over all of your power. So if you hand over your power to someone, they now have the ability to manipulate you. When they like you, you feel good, and when they don't like you, don't feel good. Why would you do that? Would you consciously tell somebody, yes, do what you want with my feelings? We don't do it consciously, but unconsciously, that is what, subconsciously, that is what we do. When we give others the power to control how we feel, think, and behave. And a lot of us are walking around here like that. Some of us are here walking around trying to correct every single mistake that they have ever made to please people who don't even matter. To make it worse, people who don't even like them. Today, I've sat with myself. This episode was very impromptu. I sat with myself and I've made a conscious decision that I am going to love myself fully. I am leaving the past behind. And I want you to say this. I am leaving the past behind. Say it until you start to feel it. So let's hold each other's hand as we embark on this journey. Let us help each other. And if you decide today that you're going to move forward and start anew, if you do that right now, immediately, you would have just given yourself the momentum that you need to push forward. Starting over isn't weakness. Might feel like, oh gosh, I don't put in so much into this situation. I put so much into this job, into this relationship, into this business. So what? It's not working out. Scrap the shit. Start over. That is the real power. People say longevity and holding on, yes, but not in every situation. You have to know when something is toxic, when something isn't working, when something doesn't fully align with your soul, and walk away from it. That is powerful. It means that you value yourself enough to no longer be a prisoner of yesterday. Yesterday is gone. Come on. You are no longer that person. That situation only exists in the mind, and you are the only one keeping you there. Our minds, the brain, love to replay old scenes. Oh my God. Old scenes for days. But the truth is, the past is like a movie. You've already watched it. You know how it ends. So why you keep rewatching the pain? Why are you doing that? It's like you're choosing misery over peace, and you're choosing misery and heartbreak over happiness. When you can write a brand new script and film a new movie. Yeah? Is this hitting? Is it resonating? Think of a person who was rejected from a job. They could have let the rejection define them, or they could have used it as a fuel to build a business of their own, which is actually way more fulfilling, something that the soul was calling them to do. Every disappointment is a redirection that could potentially be something more soul aligned for you. And if you don't see the silver lining, if you train yourself to see the silver lining, you will see it all the time. But if you're not seeing the silver lining, it's because you are stuck in the loop of how things should have been, how this person's supposed to treat you, how this idea is supposed to work out. There's always a silver lining. But the way people treat you and their opinion, it don't define you. You know, I always say this, the negative words that people speak about somebody else, it says more about them than it says about that other person. And your power doesn't come from anything outside of you, which includes people, places, and things. It comes from the infinite well within you. The Bible says we were made in the likeness and image of God. And if we were made in the likeness and image of God, it therefore means that we have that source energy, the energy that created worlds flowing through our body. That same energy we have. That is not the energy of bewilderment and dissatisfaction and negativity and drain. That is not the energy. That energy is coming from somewhere else, and you are the one that is pulling that energy towards you. Nobody is doing you anything. Nobody. Here's a beautiful quote that I love from Eleanor Roosevelt. It says, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." And take that and roll with it. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. So anytime you feel small, you feel sad, or you feel like trash because of some crap that comes out of somebody who isn't whole themselves, and it says something about you and you start to feel inferior, you would have given permission. And would you consciously give somebody permission to bring you down? No, you will not. So why are you doing it subconsciously? Why are you? You have no reason for doing that. I'm inviting you to start over. Wrap the shit up. Let the chips fall as they may. I'm inviting you to do that. Now, every morning the sun rises as if the past night never existed. You know that, right? We all know that. That's how your soul works too. You can rise brighter, stronger, and more determined every single day. So why are you waking up in an old story, in an old movie, in an old scene, one that is no longer you? When you do that, you cancel your new beginning. You were given a new opportunity, you cancel it. Would you do that consciously? No, you will not, but subconsciously you are doing it. I don't know if y'all remember the story about Oprah, who was fired from her first TV job. You know what they told her? They told Oprah Winfrey that she wasn't fit for television. Imagine if she had kept replaying those words instead of starting over. Imagine that. Right now, right? I want you to do something for me. Matter of fact, do it for yourself, because you're not doing anything for me. Right now, think of one story you've been replaying, one regret, one label that somebody placed on you, or a negative word. Write it down on a piece of paper. If you're not in a position to write it down, bring it back to memory right now. But it's important if you can write it down later. Write it down on a piece of paper when you get a chance. Tear it up, burn it as, or throw it away. Let that action mark your new beginning. My friend, today's a clean slate. The past has no power here unless you hand it power. The future isn't waiting for tomorrow. It begins the moment you decide. Your future, the version of you that you are seeing, feeling, and knowing that you should be, is waiting for you to choose you. It's waiting for you to choose you. So I want you to put your hand on your chest and say, I will choose me. Take your right hand and put it across your chest and say, I will choose to honor myself. And by honoring myself, I will choose to start over. So walk with me. You're not alone in this. Today, I am even making that choice. I am making that choice here with you. So walk with me on the enlightened path and let's rise above the weight of yesterday. Do not stay stuck in a rut. And I'm asking you to step boldly into the brilliance of today so that your tomorrow could be the best version that you could ever think about. It's right here waiting to emerge. It's calling for you to denounce the old and start the new. If this message touched you today, share it with someone who needs a fresh start. And remember, the enlightened path isn't about perfection, it's about progress. I remember telling a client of mine I was struggling, and she was like, girl, you struggle? I said, yes, I struggle too. And she laughed. She said, at least I know I'm not the only one. And we had a good laughter about it. There may be someone who needs to hear this because they need a fresh start as well. And it's all about progress. It's about presence. And it's about power. Until next time, keep shining, keep loving, and keep beginning again. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see you again next week.